Hello, everyone. I'm Dova,
And I'm Chloe.
and welcome to Alter Egos. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How we doing today?
Good. I got my braces off.
Woohoo! I see it. Your teeth look amazing.
Don't they?
They look great. How was the process? How does your mouth feel now that it's...
Okay, you know what's weird is I have never thought about what the process is to get the braces taken off, and I have no idea what I thought it was. It's not at all what happened. I get there, I lay down, and they kind of very aggressively immediately take pliers to my teeth and just break the braces off. Break them, break them, break them. They just like break them off. And it hurt a lot.
Oh.
It was like a lot of pressure because I had the porcelain kind. I don't know if it's different with the metal type, but like
Is it
you
like
had
a
to like
plaster
crush...
that they stick to your tooth? Or...
Yeah, so it's like they're basically super glued to your teeth. And I don't know what I think I assumed that they were going to like dissolve the glue somehow and then remove the braces. They didn't take the wires out or anything. They literally went in with pliers and were like and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then she was like, okay, well, the braces are off. Now we have to get the glue off. And again, I thought it was going to be some sort of like solvent that is tooth safe, like that doesn't damage the enamel, but like will melt the glue. No, she just took like a giant like sandpaper like tool and like sandblasted the glue off. And I was like, okay. And the thing is, I love my orthodontist, but for some reason, whenever they do like more procedure-y things instead of just a normal adjustment, they don't do what like at a normal dentist when you go and you get like drilling or like there's bits flying around in your mouth, they let you rinse, right? Like they have like a little rinsey thing and a straw. And I didn't have any of that. So then I just had like bits of like glue dust and spit and like all this stuff just in my mouth for a long time, like 15 minutes. And then after that, she had me go brush my teeth. And I was like, okay, cool. And it was like, wow, oh my God. But there was no fanfare at all. And so then I sat back down. Then she put this like cloth over my face and was like, I'm about to like use this sand tool that like blasts sand on your teeth and it will make them very dry. And I was like, okay. So then she puts this thing like over my whole face and the only hole is over my mouth and starts... It feels like someone taking like a water gun filled with sand and blasting my mouth with sand. It was bizarre. And then after that, it was like 15 minutes before she let me rinse. And so I was just like swallowing this stuff. And I was like, this can't be good. Anyway, then they fitted my bottom retainer. And I don't know. I thought the bottom retainer was going to be a little bit like less annoying. It kind of just feels like braces on the inside of my teeth. And like I can feel the bar all the time. And then she had me put in my she had me do an impression for my upper retainer, which is like basically like an Invisalign tray thing.
Okay, yeah.
But when I put it on, it was so tight that it
no.
like I had to like yank it out after. And she's like, yeah, it's going to be like that for a while. So yes, I got my braces off. Yes, it feels much better. Everything's easier to do, but like it's still kind of painful. Like every night I have to put my upper retainer on and then I have a permanent bar on my bottom teeth.
But you're happy you went through with it. And...
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
You know what? Beauty is pain. So
it is.
What an adorable ladybug cup that you have.
Isn't it so cute?
That is the cutest cup I've ever seen.
My mom
Where'd you
got
get it from?
for me.
That looks like something your mom would get.
I think she got it at a garage sale.
Well, I've been starting my handwriting journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually bought it's like a
workbook.
Yeah, it's a small print handwriting workbook for adults. And so
I love how they have to say that. Like, you're not a child.
This
it's
is
for
adults. But it's kind of cool because so right now I'm practicing writing my letters over and over and over. And then once you're done doing that, then it has you writing words over and over. And then it has you writing sentences over and over. And then it has you writing paragraphs over and
Wow,
over.
it's like first grade.
Yeah, I feel like
I feel like I would really enjoy doing that. Like it would feel very soothing to do.
It is soothing. And then at the end it gives you prompts so that you could just write instead of copying stuff. So
oh my God, look at us. I just got my braces off at age almost 33 and you're relearning how to write your letters.
Learning how to write letters. Oh my gosh.
See, you can never be too old to learn new tricks.
Yeah. Well, this is very much off topic, but I saw a Instagram post and I want to first say that I'm not judging.
Why not?
I have feelings.
Judge.
How do you feel?
Judge.
How do you feel about family members kissing each other on the lips?
I think it's fucking weird. Unless you're like 4 years old and it's your mom or something.
Okay. My next question. Why is it not weird at 4 years old and younger?
I don't know. It's still kind of weird, but like I think that a mother probably doesn't have. I don't know. Like little kids are innocent; they don't know what kissing is for, so whatever. But if you're, I think it's weird.
I saw
all the
these twin sisters on their. I don't know if it was their birthday, but their Instagram post was them kissing each other on the lips. They're like in their late 30s or early 40s, and they were kissing each other on the lips, and they posted it. And
like a mwah or like
a peck, but on the lips.
Maybe they're just trying to
Am
be
I
controversial.
judgmental? I feel weird about it.
Oh my God! Imagine you kiss Tommy on the lips.
Oh, see, and that's another thing I wonder. Like, why? Like, wouldn't it be very, very weird for siblings of the opposite sex to kiss each other on the lips? But then why is it not weird for siblings of the same sex to kiss each other? Like, I think it's all weird.
I think it's weird too. And I think like even when two female non-related women kiss each other on the lips, it's like people treat that so different than if like two male friends did it. And I don't know if it's like internalized homophobia or like misogyny or I don't know what it is, but siblings, I wouldn't want to do that. Nothing against my. No.
Now
no.
I know in some cultures it's very common to kiss each other on the cheeks.
Yeah, that's
right?
totally different. I'd kiss everybody on the cheeks. I'd kiss anybody on the cheek.
Lips is sacred for me and whoever I have romantic feelings for.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
The mouth is a very intimate place. A lot of weird things happen in the mouth, a lot of kind of gross things, but a lot of like emotion comes from kissing.
Yeah, and you know, like it's like anything that comes from a mouth is disgusting to me unless it's Khalil's mouth. Like, I don't mind sharing drinks with Khalil. I don't mind, sticking my tongue in his mouth. Like, I don't care about that. But
yeah, I've used Tommy's toothbrush before.
Other people, it's to me. Again, I'm trying to reserve my judgments, but I would just like to know why, right? And I don't know. Maybe
twins are weird, though. Twins are like the relationship between twins, especially identical twins. I don't know. There's something different. I even saw like, because sometimes they'll date other twins. Like one set of twins will date another set, and like I think things get weird in the bedroom. Because they're like, we're just the same and we're one person. And
do you think people who have dated a twin like have ever thought about that twin's sibling before?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they have.
That's interesting to me. Specifically identical twins. I would love to. I don't know very many.
How are you not attracted to both? Especially if they have similar personalities, too. Like, don't you think you would be? Like, if Khalil had a twin brother that was exactly like him and they had similar personality, like, wouldn't you, like, accidentally kind of be attracted to them?
Yeah. I want to
Or you would think it's weird.
I don't know.
Listeners, have you dated a twin?
If
Tell us your
so,
story.
Yeah. What is that like? Specifically, there's sometimes fraternal twins look exactly alike too, but I guess they're classified as
Yeah, guess
fraternal
who's
for a reason.
fraternal? Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
Isn't that
They
weird?
don't look alike anymore as much.
No, but
when
as
they were
kids,
younger,
they
when they were
were-
younger,
yeah.
they were literally. I mean, they acted as the same girl
I
in.
was just gonna say, like Lindsay Lohan, but she doesn't have a twin. She was just acting as two people.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I
When-
keep forgetting it
when
because
I
she did
think
a good
about that
job with
film-
the two identities of like each twin.
Yeah, man, she was ahead of her time.
She was.
Because what is it? Michael B. Jordan is being nominated for an Oscar for his role in Sinners.
Yeah, I thought
Lindsay
he did a
Lohan
really
did it
good job.
first.
Yeah, I know she did. I think it'd be really hard to act like as twins. Like if you had
Yeah.
to act as yourself and then as a twin version of yourself, because you want to have similar enough mannerisms, right? Because you're supposed to be twins, but you also
Yeah.
have to have each character have a separate identity. And I just think that would be kind of hard. Or would it
Yeah.
be easy?
I would almost feel, well, I think it's also really hard for us because we don't have sisters, like blood related sisters. So I don't know how the dynamic between two sisters who grew up with the same set of parents, grew up together, how does that kind of affect their identity? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
do.
I've always wanted a sister. I've just always wanted one for my whole life, and I don't know what it's like being able to share clothes and, you know, having like almost going through the same thing, same experiences together, because it's so different. Not only with a brother, but my brother is like 5 years older than me. Same with yours. Like you have older brothers, so you didn't really get to experience the same growing up.
Yeah, I didn't, especially when I got to like middle school and high school because they were out of the house.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of an only child and it kind of sucked. I know I don't know why, but my Instagram algorithm yesterday was showing me a bunch of like sisterhood reels and it made me really sad because I was like, man, I'll never get to experience what it's like to have a sister.
Well, we have each other.
We do.
This is about the closest we'll get, which is it is nice.
It is nice.
I feel very
when we
lucky
were
that-
both in Boise, like I feel like we got a taste of what it would be like because we were hanging out all the time and
Yeah.
like just shooting the shit and like you were my person. And so
I know it makes me sad, but we're talking about Sinners made me think about the movie that I watched on Friday night, Undertone. Undertones. I don't remember if it was plural or not.
Undertone.
That movie was very interesting. Kind of the plot is based around a podcast. So
Oh my
watching that movie, they're like a spooky podcast. So the main character is a skeptic and her co-host is super believes in all things supernatural, and so it was cool. The movie had so much potential, but the way it ends, it kind of felt like you've built up all this tension for nothing. So I will say though, if I were to recommend that movie, it would be in theaters so
like,
that you
it
can
has
get
to
the
be
real
experience in there. Yeah.
Yes, because that movie is based around a lot of sound. Like it's
It's very atmospheric.
yes, it's very very atmospheric. A lot of like stationary scenes. Does that make sense? Like still scenes, and just you're hearing really creepy shit.
Ooh,
so
that sounds great.
I think you'll like
That
it, but
sounds
I
fun.
think you have to watch it in theaters. Khalil and I were saying if we watched it at home, we might have been bored with it because you don't get
Yeah,
that
that makes
full
sense.
surround system,
Yeah.
you know, and it's easy to get distracted. If you're like on your phone and not paying attention to what you're hearing, then it can lose.
Yeah,
some
you
of
need
that
like the
magic,
surround
but-
sound almost.
Yeah, you and Tommy should go see it and let me know
Okay,
what you
yeah.
guys think. I think it's
think we will.
unsettling and it's definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat, but I think Tommy can handle it.
Tommy's
been-
been really getting into it. Like it's almost like he doesn't avoid them at all. The
Yeah.
other night it was like really late at night, but we didn't want to go to bed yet. And so we were just trying to like find something on Netflix.
Mhm.
And there was a series called True Haunting. It's just like one of those like series where they like take real people's stories and reenact them, kind of.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
find them very scary at all. But Tommy's like, "Ooh, let's watch the trailer. Do you want to watch this?" And I was like, "Ooh, okay, 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 Tommy." And then we watched the trailer, and he's like, "Oh God, okay, never mind. That's a little too scary for 11 p.m. at night." I was like, "Okay, I guess we ended up watching like a rom-com or something
A
instead."
little
But
too
like,
scary.
he's showing so much interest, and I almost feel like I've started losing some interest just because I feel like the ones that are coming out recently are just like not what I want them to be. Like
Mhm.
even Shelby Oaks was one of those where I feel like it had so much potential and it was
And
like
then it missed the
going
mark.
well, and then it like shot the bed. And I was like, this sucked, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The
So
first half of the
disappointing.
movie, great. And I was excited. And then it just kind of went downhill from there.
It's like they
Horror is
threw everything at the
hard.
wall. It is.
Yeah.
I
It's
still
very
think like
it's so subjective that
yes.
I don't know.
One of the scariest movies. Well, okay. I don't even know how I would feel about it if I watched it now
Mhm.
at this age, but like The Ring scared the shit out of me for like 20 years.
Mhm.
And like I just thought it was a really well done movie. And then like Blair Witch Project was so
Mhm.
scary to me because nothing actually ever happens. And so
Yeah.
your imagination fills in the blanks. And I almost
Mhm.
feel like sometimes horror movies do too much. Like
Yeah.
it's like they throw every single thing at the wall
Mhm.
to like scare you, and I'm like, less is more, people.
That's why I
Less is
think you
more.
might like Undertone. I think
Okay.
initially when I watched it, I was so like disappointed. But then I think after I sat down with it and had some more time to kind of think about it, I was like, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I wanted. It was just the ending kind of blew it for me. But
Yeah.
please watch it and let me know what you think. Another
shall.
thing I wanted to talk about that I saw today that actually, did you know Taco Bell has a convention?
Nope.
like you know, like
Is it
whenever
where they
Apple or
debut all their new snacks?
yes, they just did.
Oh.
Are you a consumer of the Taco Bell?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yes. I think I still love Taco Bell, especially in theory. Lately, I feel like when I
In
eat it,
theory.
it doesn't taste the same, but it used to be my absolute fast food favorite. And I never got like diarrhea from it. I don't know why people say that.
Yeah,
It's never hurt
had
my
it
stomach. I'm like, I saw
either.
this little girl that did a reel and she was like, if you get sick from Taco Bell, you shouldn't even be here. You have an immune system worse than like a poor Victorian child. And honestly, like you're gonna die out. I was like, yes. Like, get the fuck out of here. You get diarrhea from Taco Bell? They don't
sorry.
season their food, I bet. They probably fucking just think pepper is spicy. Are you okay? I just
you
keep
said that,
talking and you're dying.
It made me laugh and water went down the wrong pipe.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
I thought the video was hilarious because it just reminds me of like whenever Apple does like their new innovation, like their new
Yes,
Apple phone,
yeah.
and like when they talk about a new feature, everyone goes crazy and starts clapping. They were doing this for Taco Bell. I thought it
Oh
was
my God.
hilarious. So I don't consume Taco Bell often. I don't know why, because I love it. I love their taco. I've only ever had their taco supreme though. I've never tried anything else on
What
their
the
menu.
fuck? Dova, what the fuck? My
I've never tried
favorite
anything.
thing at Taco Bell is the Crunchwrap Supreme
I've heard lots
and
of
the
stuff
cheesy
about that.
gordita crunch.
Yeah, I've never had any of that.
And Tommy
so,
goes feral for the Baja Blast.
Yeah, their Baja Blast is good. But I will let you know. I'll tell you each of their new items that's coming. They are bringing nacho fries.
I think
And
they had those.
it sounds like it says after years of sellout runs and passionate fan pleas, nacho fries are officially joining menus permanently.
Oh,
So
permanently, yeah. They were
it was
like a
seasonal, and now they're
seasonal.
bringing it.
Yeah.
And then they're bringing flamin' hot nacho fries as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're expanding their crispy chicken, so they're gonna have a Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets, a Doritos Cool Ranch dusted crispy chicken nuggets, flaming hot dusted crispy chicken nuggets, They're bringing a Mountain Dew Baja Midnight Pie.
Oh, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they're bringing a creme brulee crunch wrap slider.
What? Okay.
They're bringing cheesy G sliders, a Cantina chicken Mexican pizza with jalapeno citrus
Ooh, the
salsa.
Mexican pizza, they got rid of those and now they're bringing them back. So I've heard
That was a
amazing things
thing.
about that.
They're also bringing Mexican pizza empanadas and a flamin' hot mini taco salad. And then they're bringing a Milky Bar birthday cake empanada, a chocolate fudge and caramel empanada, strawberry and cream Mexican pizza bites.
What the fuck does that even mean? Those words don't go together.
I don't know. And then
my
for their
God.
beverages, they're bringing Mountain Dew Baja Midnight Zero. So I'm assuming just no sugar. A strawberry horchata refresca. A cold brew with purple horchata cold foam.
These are all
And
just words.
a salt and straw chocolate chiller.
Oh, do you know what salt and straw is?
Mm-mm.
Salt
No,
and
what
straw
is
is like
that?
a really famous, I think it's an Oregonian or Seattle based
Oregon.
ice cream
I was like,
shop.
what is Oregonian?
Oregonian.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
it's like
it.
a famous ice cream shop in Oregon. I don't remember if it's from Seattle and they have one in Oregon or if it's from Oregon and they have one in Seattle. But they have they
Oh.
specialize in like wacky flavors like olive oil and goat cheese and stuff.
I love that.
That's
I love how
interesting. I
weird
also
Oregon
heard
is.
another brand name in there. I forgot which one it was, but it sounds like they're like collaborating with other.
Yeah, I mean,
local
Flamin' Hot
brands.
Cheetos, they have like 3
Yes.
different collaborations with them, and then Doritos. But
Oh, Milk Bar, I think you said.
Milk Bar, yeah, I've
Like
always wanted to try a Milk
Isn't
Bar.
that Momofuku?
Yes,
Yes.
and they have their famous Milk Bar cake.
I
That
want to
I've
have that
always
so
wanted to try
bad.
it. Me too.
I think you can get it in Vegas. Maybe when you go there, you can.
You can also order it online, and they'll ship it to you.
Yeah, but like, how good is it going to be after 3 days in the airplane?
I would
Or a
still
truck.
try it. But yeah, if y'all are a lover of the Taco Bells, it looks like this menu is coming to you this year sometime. So be on the lookout for it. You can also look it up, like look up like Taco Bell 2026 menu convention. They had it like at a hotel, and apparently you can stream this innovation convention thing on Peacock. They filmed it.
Wow, it's that big. They filmed it for television.
Yes.
That is wild. You know, I would love to. I was just telling Tommy because he came home with lemon meringue pie M&Ms, and I was like, man, I would love to be the person that chooses flavors for like snacks.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they never do the flavors I want them to do. They're always doing weird things, and I'm like, let me do it.
Do you have, not to throw you on the spot, but do you have a flavor in mind that you wish either M&M or some kind of candy or chip or something that you wish they would do that they haven't done yet?
I really kind of want like a waffles and syrup flavored either cookie or an M&M or something that's like pancakes and syrup or waffles and syrup or something.
You tried the crumble cookies, like waffle and syrup cookie,
Yeah,
right? Did
I
you
liked
like it?
that. Yes.
Okay.
And I also really like I think Crumble did it, but I didn't try it. But they're doing like corn cookies. I had a cornmeal
Yes.
cookie from
Yeah.
the Boise Co-op a couple of months ago, and I'm still thinking about it. It was like cornbread tasting, but sweet, and then had like a caramel. And it was like one of the best things I've ever had. And I'm like, corn. Let's bring
You
corn flavored
love
things.
corn.
Because if you think about like even the Japanese like corn soup flavor or like what is it called? Creamed corn? No. Corn pottage or something. Isn't it? Isn't that one of the
Oh, like their little
Japanese
soups, it's like a corn chowder,
But like it's a flavor of chips there too. Where
Oh,
like
yes.
the corn
Yeah.
flavored chips. Those are
Yeah.
my favorite. And I think we can do more with corn.
corn is nice and what's the word?
It's
What's the word I'm
versatile.
thinking of?
Versatile. Speaking of words.
Yes, Like you can. Oh yes. Speaking of words, I
What's
do
our
have
word of the week?
Our word of the week is teetotaler. Do you know what that is?
Can you spell it?
Teetotaler. It is a noun, and it is someone who doesn't drink alcohol. Me! I haven't drank a single splickety splick of alcohol this year. I am going for okay. You're going to be like, Dova, that's not impressive at all. Khalil has also said, like, nobody cares. But I don't drink hardly ever. So, but I'm planning for a sober 2026, meaning not a splickety splick of alcohol, making me a teetotaler.
It is impressive, except
Teetotaler. Yeah, what's up?
I've never heard of that word in my fucking life, bro. But I believe you. And
teetotaler.
Congratulations, you are a teetotaler.
A teetotaler. Someone who practices teetotal.
Hold on. It's not that I don't trust you, but like
teetotalerism. Teetotaler. A teetotaler.
Teetotalism. Wow. Teetotalism is the practice of voluntarily abstaining from the consumption of alcohol. You practice teetotalism?
I practice teetotalism, making me a teetotaler.
Teetotaler. The only reason I think people say it's not impressive, it is, but you don't like alcohol have you ever drank on your own free will without someone pressuring you?
Yeah, I like Moscato a lot. I love Moscato.
Like, how much do you like it?
Like, in Colorado, I drink it every night.
Oh, well, then, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then whenever I don't know, last year, a lot of the times, Khalil would bring home a bottle of Moscato for me, and I would drink it, and it was delicious. And
is there a bigger reason behind the alcohol, or is it just don't like the feeling of hungover?
I don't know. I think like my stomach lining is allergic to it or something. I always don't feel like almost like a burning sensation in my stomach whenever I drink it. And
yeah.
I don't know, like and I hate the taste. I don't care what anybody says. If you say you enjoy the taste of whiskey, you're a fucking liar. It tastes like poison. There's no way. So I can understand if it's mixed with something or, nobody likes the taste of fucking whiskey or bourbon.
Here's what I think it is.
You're a
the
liar.
Key is asking them if there wasn't any alcohol, like if you didn't get any effects from the alcohol, would you still drink it? And I bet you the answer is no, because the answer is no for me. Like, yeah, I like some wine. Occasionally I'll have some wine. If there was no alcohol in it, I wouldn't fucking drink wine. Like, I drink mostly water. Yeah. I'll have a Coke Zero once in a while. Mm-hmm. I'm not like a flavored drinker. The actual only two drinks that I genuinely really like and would drink maybe if they didn't have alcohol but tasted the same is a michelada, which is like a Bloody Mary but with beer, and a dirty martini with olives. If I could inject martini into my body, like if I could bathe in a bath full of a dirty martini and then drink my bath water, I would. Because that's how much I love it. Like, I crave it all the time.
Really?
It's like poisonous salad dressing is what it tastes like. In a good way.
And it's good. Like, what if you could have the taste of it without the alcohol? You would like it? Like a shot of really good quality olive oil and olive juice mixed together.
The only reason, like, I would drink that because that tastes delicious, but it wouldn't be the same because there's something about the alcohol that like brings like a bitterness.
Okay.
And like a depth. And it's just...
Yeah.
I also think that it's a magical drink. I swear, when I drink dirty martinis, I feel healthier. I feel better in my body. I feel like I could run a marathon if I'm drunk on dirty martinis because it has like the salt, so you don't get dehydrated as much. You would think it would dehydrate you because it's salty, but actually your body needs salt to be hydrated. And so I don't know. I just think it's
Yeah,
great.
I don't know. Like vodka tastes like acid to me. Tequila tastes like if you could turn the flu into a flavor, it would be tequila. And like any of
The
the dark
flu?
alcohol.
Tequila tastes like
Yes.
shit. I agree.
Tequila literally tastes like the flu to me. I don't know how to describe it, but when I'm sick and I have a yucky taste in my mouth, it tastes like tequila. I swear on everything. Gross. And then
I could see
the
that.
dark alcohol tastes like rotten apple juice.
I feel like the dark alcohol reminds me of like leather and like garbage juice. So you like the juice that collects at the bottom of the garbage mixed with
Yeah.
like leather is what like
Yeah.
whiskey tastes like to me. And then the really like the Scottish whiskey, those are like very smoky, but to me they taste like a barn. Like have you ever walked into a barn or a stable? The
Mhm.
way that smells is what the whiskey tastes like. It's like this smoky, bacony, like earthy hay scent flavor, and no one likes that shit. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah,
There's like
I'm
a
sorry.
weird conspiracy. Why are we lying about it? No one
I
likes
don't
it.
believe it. So I'm always the girl at the bar who asks them, "Can you make this a virgin for me, please?" And sometimes they're fucking assholes, okay? There are I think that non-alcoholic drinks need to be more accessible and
They
less
do.
judgy at bars. I want to order like, okay, I told this one bartender, I said, "Can I have a virgin mojito, please?" And he was like, "So Sprite?" No, I want you to, sure, you can use Sprite, but I want you to put the lime
Muddle
juice
all the
and
shit. Muddle them
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
do all of that, and then
Just
pour
don't
some
put the
fucking
alcohol in
Sprite.
it.
He was such a dick about it. Fuck him. They make me feel so stupid when I ask.
Well, you should feel happy though, because I was just reading an article that said that I think Gen Z and like younger millennials are the biggest non-drinkers that we've ever had in history. Like, and fewer and
that
fewer
for us.
people are drinking. And like, I think the alcohol industry is gonna have to like pivot. I think that's why a lot of them are doing the
Uh-oh.
non-alcoholic things. But here's my problem. I don't want to go to a restaurant, okay, and see a cocktail that is $15.99. Okay. It has vodka, it has whatever, triple sec, bunch of shit in it. And then next to it see a mocktail that doesn't have any alcohol in it, and it's also $16.99. Motherfucker, what?
Yeah,
Huh?
true. That makes no sense.
The alcohol is the fucking expensive part. I can just go get some juice and make it myself.
That is true. That's so
Why are
true.
they pricing mocktails like cocktails? They trying to make it an immersive experience, like you can pretend.
I
Like I'm about to
want a
just start
tasty drink,
ordering
dude.
an orange juice. Like you got an orange
Yeah.
juice?
I know.
Can you
Order
add
an
some
orange
peach juice
and
to it?
some juices on the side. Yeah, I don't know. It feels icky too. I get scared now to order from a bar because they're always like, "Oh, we can't do mocktails," or they like.
I feel like
belittle
I'm a
me in
fucking
some-
alcoholic bitch. Do I have to leave, or are you gonna make me a
I
drink?
know. Sometimes I almost want to like make them feel bad for making me feel.
You should buy one of
so
those like
stupid.
12-step coins and just like keep it like
That's
near
really
your wallet.
fucked up. That feels a little fucked up.
Or
but,
you could just be like, well, I only have one functioning kidney, you asshole. Like, should I just never go out?
Yeah, I think they like. I'm sorry, but the bar scene, it just I like maybe not so much anymore, but like something like we're going to Vegas soon.
Yeah.
Me and Khalil, and I want to have. I don't need alcohol to have a good time or have fun. If anything, I get really insecure when I drink because I feel like I'm doing way more than I actually can. And then I'm constantly annoying people saying like, am I doing too much right now? Am I being annoying? Am I doing this? And then like, I think in doing that, I end up annoying people. But when I'm not drinking, I'm good at matching the energy I'm around. It's almost like a placebo effect for me. If
Yeah,
I see
you do
people
get
acting
placebo.
drunk, I get like, ooh, I've only drank water tonight, but I feel it. I feel the
I think I get like
alcohol,
that too.
so-
Like, I
Mhm.
really pick up on, like, sometimes in the past when you've been really drunk and I can't get drunk because for some
Yeah.
reason, like, my body won't let me. I'm like, it doesn't matter because I'm instantly drunk when Dova's around. It doesn't even matter what we're doing.
Yeah.
I like my guard goes
We're both
down. I'm
very
like
drunk
silly.
together.
Yeah, you just have that energy.
Well, speaking of non-alcoholic drinks, let's get into some tea time with Chloe and Dova. We actually have another response. Not as many as I would hope for, but
It's okay. Oh, look at
it's
that
okay.
little mug.
It's a little penguin with a scarf.
Cheers.
And Chloe has a very cute red, black, white mug with little ladybugs on it. That's adorable.
I keep forgetting that some people are not watching the video. They're just listening to it. Sorry, guys.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to describe it to y'all. So anyways, we have a response that comes from, it's anonymous, so I don't know what the fuck, I don't know who it is. But it's a little juicy.
Ooh.
My husband is genuinely a nice person and everyone loves him. However, I think it can come off as flirting and possibly send the wrong message to one of his coworkers. His coworker, let's call her Jane, is very friendly to me, but it feels fake. I've talked to my husband about this, and he is very understanding and has reassured me that he loves me, and I trust him. I don't trust her. But they work together, and they are always involved in projects together, which requires him to interact a lot with her. I don't know what to do, and it's driving me crazy.
Wow. Okay, first of all, I have a husband like that. And you have a dad like that. Your dad is like that a little bit, like just naturally flirty, like a little bit, like not ever inappropriate, but like
just very friendly,
teetering.
And it can come off. It can come off a certain way if you
read it that way.
Yeah. Like you can definitely, if you're new coming into it, you could think of it the wrong way.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, if you trust your husband, then this wouldn't be a concern.
Yes.
At all.
Yes.
So you need to figure out why it is a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really trust him?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have a little voice in your head saying, ding, 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 something's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So I would invite you to sit down in the quiet, maybe in like a dark closet, and see if you can hear your intuition. I read a book once where the girl was like, I couldn't hear my intuition, so I started spending an hour in the closet every day, and then I started hearing it, and I was like, there's probably other places you could go, but she was like a mom with like young children, so she would just hide in the closet.
The closet we go.
And try to hear her own intuition, and she like found it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as Jane knows that he's married and you trust your husband, I would put it out of your mind. But
I agree.
I don't think it's unreasonable to bring up to your husband, like, hey, please do not, like, please be more intentional about not entertaining anything.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is just your personality, but it can be perceived as this.
Yes.
And if someone thinks that you're flirting at work, like, it's disrespectful to me as your spouse.
Yes.
And I would just implore you to think about that the next time you interact with Jane. But then other than that, like, if you really trust him, he's never done anything to like break your trust.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things, like, just get over it.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, you don't have to trust Jane.
No.
Unless your husband entertains it at all, like, there's nothing she can do that is unless your, husband allows it. Yeah. There's nothing she can do to, like, she can't manipulate him into getting with her or into cheating on you with her. So you don't have to trust her. You shouldn't trust her. But
yeah, you have no reason.
Your husband is the only person that you need to trust in this situation. And I would like to know, like, what is their interactions like that you're observing, right? Because it seems like she's observed the way they behave, because it's not like she's working with them. Her husband works with her. And I'm assuming there are times where she has seen them interact together that makes her feel like, what the fuck? But I think it's worth a conversation with your husband.
And I also think that at work, you, especially with people that you work very closely with, you have to build camaraderie. And sometimes that means you have some inside jokes with people that are of the opposite sex. Sometimes that means like you have a sense of familiarity with them that you wouldn't have with some other coworkers. And so like it can very easily be misconstrued as something more than that. But like it's usually not. Like,
Dude, speaking of workplace relationships, have you heard of the term like my work husband or my work wife?
Oh, yes, I have.
What is that? There's no way.
I fucking hate it. I don't know.
I saw a video of this girl. I think she works at like one of those like BuzzFeed type of, I don't think it was BuzzFeed, but like one of those, you know, social media type of companies. And she did a who knows me best, my husband or my work husband. I watched it a while ago, but that is weird as fuck to me. There should be no,
that's boundary crossing in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not trying to rub my relationship on anybody, but that seems weird.
I don't like it. If Tommy worked with a woman who called herself his work wife, I'd beat the shit out of her.
We definitely have a conversation about it.
Yeah, I'd be like, who the fuck are you? And why are you calling yourself that? But Tommy would never entertain that. I think he'd be so weirded out by it.
Yeah. Well, some could say that's a red flag.
And let me ask you something.
I'm sorry.
This is the same topic, but I remember a couple of years ago, Tommy came home and he was like, I need to ask you something. Like, did I do something weird? And I was like, ooh, okay, what happened?
Oh, God.
And he said that because he worked on a team with all women and like he got along with them just fine. And
oh, God, he was like, the Schmidt of the office.
He totally was. And, you know, I think one time his female coworker was wearing like a brand new dress, like this really cute, like polka dot dress. And so he was like, whatever her name was, Sarah. He was like, Sarah, I love your dress. It looks really nice. And she was like, oh, thank you. And then later he was like, oh no, was that weird for me to do? And so like no one said anything at work, like nothing, whatever. He came home and he's like, is it weird that I complimented her dress? And I'm like, no, you are. This is a remnant of like weird toxic masculinity bullshit that gets like passed on to people. And it's like, it's okay to compliment people.
Yeah.
It's not like you were like, I love your dress. I'd love to see what you look like underneath it. Like, what the fuck? Like, and he's like, but the fact that he was like, do you think that like was weird for me to say? And I was like, tell me exactly how you said it. And then he told me. And I was like, no, you're fine. She probably thought that was great. And the fact that he was worried about it, I was like, that's a green flag. That he's like thought about like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. I hope I didn't make her uncomfortable. He has a lot of stuff like that. He's like very.
Yeah. I think it's not. I think there are men who compliment women sometimes, and you can tell that it's coming off a certain way. But like even one of my good friends, he complimented my hair one time because I curled it differently. He's like, "Oh my gosh, your hair looks great," and I thought that was the sweetest thing ever, and didn't take it.
Like a real compliment that doesn't have any sort of like expectations tied to it or any like ulterior motives. It's just like a nice thing to say.
Can we please just start complimenting people more often? Like, I love complimenting both women and men. I think that men deserve compliments too. And I think that people think it can come off weird when you're complimenting. I'm so tired of it being only directed towards the opposite sex. Like, hello, as if there aren't gays in this world. But I think it's nice. It's always, whenever I compliment someone, it almost, especially when I can see their face like brighten up, that's such a nice feeling. And whenever people compliment me too, it feels so good. Sometimes I just needed it in that moment, and it's like that person could read it. And when I get complimented, I'm like, that is the sweetest thing ever. Can we please just be genuine?
It's so nice. Like I remember I like hopped onto a work call once, and it was like with a consultancy firm that we use sometimes. And I don't know the guy very well, but he was like, oh man, I love your glasses. That shape is really great for your face. And he's like, obviously a very normal, like straight man. And I appreciated the compliment so much. I was like, yeah, dude, thanks. These are new. I just got these or whatever.
That's
And like,
really
you can
sweet.
just tell when it's a genuine thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't feel, I'm like very generous with my compliments because like, number one, I just can't shut the fuck up, but like I have to say it or I will die. Like I have to. And so I don't know. I don't know if it's weird for me to do that. I do it to men. I do it to women. I do it to anybody I can like think of. Like I feel like whenever I see Khalil, I'm always complimenting his outfits. And I'm like, God,
which means a
fucking
lot to
Khalil
him, by
over
the
here
way.
making us look underdressed. What?
I said he appreciates that greatly, by the way.
I hope so, because I'm always like,
Yes.
damn, what the hell? Or like
I
your dad
know.
sometimes has really cool outfits, and I'm like, damn, that looks nice, man.
Yeah.
Or I
We
mean,
need
your
to
mom
just
always
start-
looks good.
We need to start complimenting people more.
yeah,
of all
the time. If
genders.
you think
And-
it, just say
yeah.
it. Like,
Yes.
and obviously you don't want to be weird. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
And then
think
let's
about the
start-
context
Let's stop
of the situation.
making. Let's stop making things out of nothing either.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like
Also,
I can
stop doing
definitely
that.
see if someone is toxic. I can see them thinking what Tommy said to that lady is out
Yes,
of pocket, and
I
it
agree.
absolutely shouldn't be.
No.
He probably boosted her confidence that day, and
Mhm.
good for her. That would be a very sweet compliment. Well, going into the green and red flags, I have created a list of oddly specific, some could say like a non-obvious red flags. These are like red flags for me that if I just see it, I'm already going there. I haven't even had a conversation with that, but I'm already going
Wow,
there.
so these are your
And
true judgment. I feel like I'm going to disagree with some of these, so I'm excited.
please, so I'm going to read them off first and then we can discuss them, okay? So, forest tattoos on the arm, name that starts with a J, specifically for men, thin eyebrows on men, Sperry's, day trading,
Sperry's. Dova? Okay.
if he's tall and conventionally attractive, if his favorite Pokemon is Charizard, if you pinch your nose when you jump into the water,
Oh, yeah.
if you use too many emojis, if you say the word absolutely too much, if a man initiates a zodiac conversation, if his
What?
cars are really, if he drives a really loud car or his windows are overly tinted, and if he's not doing anything like washing dishes or something that but if he rolls up his sweater, like the sleeves up, and he's not doing dishes. Is there one that you want to go through first?
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, first of all, the astrology one.
I
I
think
know
that's a
why
pick-me
you
guy.
say that. I know
think
why you
that's
say it. Are
I-
you thinking
that's-
of the Vanderpump Rules clip with that guy?
No.
And you're not?
No, I just think if a
Oh.
guy initiates a conversation about zodiac first or like astrology, then he's a pick-me guy and he's just trying to.
Have you this is related. Have you heard about the new quarter zip performative thing?
Mm-mm.
So people, I think it's Gen Z, have now decided that men who wear quarter zips are toxic and they're red flags. And the reasoning is, I don't know what it has to do with a quarter zip. That just seems like a really convenient type of clothing to me.
Mhm.
But it's men who wear a quarter zip, who carry tote bags, who order and drink matcha lattes, and who talk about feminism apparently are red flags because they're performative. Like they're doing it only to get closer to women. And meanwhile, I was like,
That's
Tommy
describing
drinks
your
matcha
husband.
lattes. And I'm like, first of all, I can
Okay,
guarantee it's not
Can I
true.
just say, okay, I'm not, these are just odd, specific things to me,
Yeah, yeah,
okay?
yeah.
My husband does some of these things. So clearly it's not like, I'll never fucking talk to you if you do any of them. But it's just, little, I'm like,
I just need clarification on some of these. I need
Okay,
you to
which one?
explain the Sperry's.
Dude, Are you
It's
serious?
a shoe brand for
If
people
a
who don't know.
guy wears Sperry's in this day and age, are you serious? You don't think that's weird?
No, I've never considered this before.
Sperry's were really, really popular from like 2012 to like 2014-ish, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
like,
sure Tommy
everyone
had
was
some
wearing them.
Sperry's.
Yeah, Khalil did too. I did. I owned Sperry's because they were popular at the time. If you're still wearing Sperry's 10 years later, you're probably like some weird frat boy that drinks IPAs and like wears
IPAs
like,
are
no
one of my
socks.
red flags.
Yeah.
I think if you
don't think
genuinely
guys with-
enjoy IPAs, there's something fucking wrong with you. And you know who
Yeah,
else
and
agrees?
guess who
Tommy.
usually wears Oh, guys that drink IPAs. Not all guys that drink IPAs wear Sperry's, but all guys that wear Sperry's drink IPAs.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And-
So. Mm-mm.
No.
And guys with thin eyebrows, are you kidding me?
Wait,
Don't trust them.
well,
I don't trust them.
that's so random. That's a genetic thing.
Sorry.
Who has ever had
Well, it's
thin
a thing of
eyebrows?
thin eyebrows, and they're like very obviously getting them shaped and waxed.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
But also, I will counter and say, I think it is cool when men take care of themselves and don't think
Yes.
it's gay, because it's not
Mhm.
gay
I
to
agree
be
with that.
clean and to take care of yourself. So,
So here's the thing. Girls that have the sperm shaped eyebrows are red flags to me.
oh, 100%.
So
Yes.
for
I
me,
agree. What fucking year
men
is it?
with really thin, eyebrows when they're waxing them too much, that's my red flags with the eyebrow indicators.
Dude, I have more red flags for women than I do for men at this point. But
Ooh, do tell.
one of mine for women is if they have the fucking crazy ass fucking eyelashes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I have nothing against the eyelash extensions, but when they look like caterpillars, I often wonder, like, I think it's just going to be one of those
I
things these
don't
girls
trust
look back
your.
on. And,
I will never trust your judgment if
Mhm.
you go around looking fucking like you got caterpillars on your eyes, like the hairy caterpillars. And I also won't trust people that do the brow lamination, but just keep them like up. Your eyebrows aren't supposed to look like that, and you have bad taste. Again, this is my own personal stuff. It's fucked up to say, and I own that, and I'm sure there are things that I do that people are like, she's fucking nuts. Another thing is like super overfilled lip jobs or lip injections. Nope. I know these are all appearance related, but this one isn't, and I'm really sorry because it might offend you, but Stanley Cups.
Uh-oh.
I judge the fuck out of people with Stanleys. I think, number one, well, okay. Good job being hydrated. That's really important. Whatever will get you to drink more water is cool.
Drinking
big
water
ass
from my
fucking
Stanley
handle.
cup.
The big ass fucking handle. And like the like stereotype of like carrying your Stanley and like keys with like an entire library of charms on them, and like just carrying lots of stuff to the
Okay.
car and from the
Mhm.
car, and
Yeah, I'm not offended at
I'm
all.
always just like, it reminds me of like a basic bitch, and I hate that. That's very anti-feminist to say, but I'm saying it.
Oh my gosh, she hates us, guys. Chloe
You were
is
not a Stanley girl until Khalil bought it for you, and
I mean, I'm not
it's
a Stanley
different when
girl.
it's a gift.
He bought it for me, and I'm like, oh, cool, a water bottle.
Well, and you
I'll
have
take
trouble
it.
drinking water, so it's a nice color too.
This is my favorite color. I am starting to look like Marie from Breaking Bad because I own a lot of purple things.
Oh my god, you're a purple girl.
I know. I'm literally I'm actually going out of my way to not get my favorite color anymore because of how much purple I have, and I feel like Marie.
I don't even think I realized until right now that your favorite color is purple. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
You have a lot of purple shit.
Yeah, like my mouse pad right here is purple, my curtain's purple, my water bottle's purple, my journal's purple.
Oh no, you're a
My
purple.
pillows
You know,
are
there's a whole
purple.
theory about purple people.
What is it?
Like, they're just a very specific kind of person.
Like
that-
what?
I don't know.
Say it.
I
Say it
don't
with your
know.
fucking chest.
Like Marie.
Oh no,
Like-
she's crazy.
She's a fucking klepto.
Cole's always like, what's wrong with Marie? She was the most sane person on that show.
Yeah. I don't actually think there was much wrong with her. She was just a kleptomaniac and, you know, tried to get out of it with her white female waspy privilege. But
True.
yeah.
Do you have any
Another-
other? Yeah, let me hear them.
This is like I've talked about this before, but anybody that doesn't bring the cart back to the cart return.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
just
yesterday,
asshole
I
behavior.
angrily exited my car at Costco, and somebody had left a cart in the middle of the driving area in the
Oh my
parking lot, and it was really windy, and the wind had blown it directly into an intersection, and nobody was getting it. And so I was like, Tommy. And meanwhile, I think I told you I hurt my back really bad this week.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hunchback all week. I like hunched my way over to get this cart out of the road and then like carried it into the store or pushed it into the store with my hunchback, like, "Arr!" And I was just yelling. And so that was probably a scene for a couple of people. But like, put your fucking cart back or I'll kill you.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, I think everyone will agree with that one. You just, I don't know.
I feel like
Is
there
there
are
someone who-
cart fakers that are like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
who
I bring my cart
pretend.
back.
I like, of course
No, you
I do,
fucking
and they don't. I literally sometimes I treat it as let me get some extra steps. Like treat
don't
it as
treat it as
exercise,
I
you
treat it
lazy ass
as-
bitches.
I literally just, it is part of the shopping journey. Like I cannot finish the shopping journey until I put the cart back because it's the last step before getting
Yeah.
in the car.
I did hear that like you can tell if someone is a good person or something like
Yeah,
has
it's a
good
really good judge of character.
if they put their cards back. But I will say a lot of people I know say that they put their cards back and they act like it, but do you guys actually, or are you just being performative?
Being performative.
I don't know.
Guaranteed.
Like I feel like
Also-
people even try to come up with excuses too. Not trying to judge mothers. I'm sorry, but they're like, we have kids and we gotta da, da, da." Okay, well,
That's even more important. Show your kids that it's important to put the cart back.
yeah. Like, what
Be
are
like,
we doing?
let's go
I
on a
don't
little
care.
journey to bring the cart back. Like it's not hard. Just do
I'm
it.
sorry. Just because you have children doesn't mean you.
Yeah, don't
suddenly
have
lose
children if you can't do something as
responsibility.
basic as putting your cart back. What the fuck?
Hmm.
How are you
Anyway.
raising a child and you can't even? Anyway,
And
sorry.
we wonder why people suck.
Another one of my things is people that bring clothes into the changing room and then leave them there when they don't want them. Like instead
Oh.
of bringing it out to the person.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
just
that
leave it
is
a mess in the
annoying.
changing room.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, were you raised in a barn? My mom worked retail for so many years, and so she literally threatened my life and was like, if you ever are a person who leaves a mess in the changing room, I will know.
I just
And-
don't understand that. Like, do people not? Do you not have shame?
They don't, and that's the problem. They don't have
Yeah,
any shame.
we need to bring shame back. We need to bring it back. Okay, well, any others? Or did you want clarification on any of mine, or are we good?
I need to know. I'm challenging you to think about the one about holding your nose before you go into a pool, and I
No.
want you to tell me if you think that that's like internalized misogyny.
Wait, what?
Does it remind you-
internalized misogyny?
Yes. Do you think it's feminine of men to do that? And is that why you don't like it?
No, I have it for both men and women. You look fucking stupid. Can you not hold your nose
Okay.
without plugging it?
If it's for also women, then I fully agree. Because I'm like, who the fuck can't like
Yes,
their
no,
nose
it
on
is
command.
not. It is not just no. I hate when anybody does it.
Okay,
I'm like,
I agree. Even I especially hate it when girls do it because I'm like, I fucking know that you can hold your nose like without holding your nose.
it just looks stupid. I hate when I see people jump in the pool like this. What are you doing? Why is this hand raised up and why is this hand gripping your nose?
I hate
Just don't
this.
breathe from your
This is
nose.
such an ugly thing to do too. Like,
Can I just say I'm offended that you thought this was just towards men?
no. I'm not. No, I just wanted to ask because there are things sometimes that bother me, and when I really think about them, I'm like, oh, it's because like I'm thinking of like it being a feminine thing, and then a man shouldn't do that, and then I'm like, oh wait, you know what I mean? I was just making sure.
No, mine is, but I love when men can embrace their femininity. Is it even supposed to be like?
No, it's actually not. It's just not having the toxic masculinity all the time.
Yeah, I always found it so interesting that like men don't wear high heels or men don't paint their nails or like I don't know. I always found that weird.
It's like, weird men can't wear makeup without getting made fun of.
Yeah, like if especially I think like there's a lot of, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a smidge of a heightist, but like if women prefer men to be taller, then why don't men wear high heels more often?
And they used
or
to.
like, yeah. So why is it weird? Or like, you know,
they
couples
wear skirts too.
Yeah, I think about like couples that are insecure, where the girl's insecure to wear heels because the men are, or like their man is similar height as her.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the guy just wear heels then too?
But at the same time, I feel like that, but then a lot of people who think that way and are like, what's the problem? Also make fun of men who get lifts in their shoes. Why are we telling men that they're more valuable if they're tall?
Yeah.
And then when they do things like wear lifts in their shoes, we make fun of them.
I'm not going to lie. The only time I make fun of men that do that is when they deserve to be made fun of.
Yeah, when they just deserve to be bullied because they're pieces of shit.
Yes, whenever a dude is acting like an asshole, then I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be like, you can't be short and an asshole. Like, like a fucking struggle.
Yeah,
you know?
like the dude from Love is Blind, fucking Chris. Everybody was making fun of, well, everything about him. Because once you show the world that you're a piece of shit, I'm sorry, but like, it seems like bullying is not a concern for anyone anymore. And everyone goes like a wolf, like wolf to a lamb, just obliterates everything about him, which I don't always love because I'm like he's a piece of shit and he's short. Not all short men are pieces of shit, okay? It does seem to be an inferiority or like insecurity thing that like drives these shorter men to act like fucking macho douchebags. I don't know. I don't understand. But like, I also don't like I won't date a short guy because he always is going to be like that. I'm proof that that's not a thing.
It's before we get onto the Love is Blind topic, I do have a list of green flags.
Oh, yes,
I do have some of those. Okay, all of these are for men. If he has cats, I think that's a green flag. I actually think if he owns anything other than a dog. I'm not saying if you own a dog, you're red flags, but I feel like if like a man owns or a bird if he owns any other pet, that's not a dog. If he gives his pets human names, I think that's a green flag. So if he has a dog named like Gregory or
Sophie or something.
Sophie, I think that's green flags. If he loves baking, that's green flags. If he has a sister, immediately my mind goes to that.
Immediately green flag.
If he wakes up between 6 and 8 a.m. on the weekends.
Yes.
If he likes rocks or bird watching.
Yay. Good job,
Tommy. If he has houseplants, if he drinks coffee and or tea, doesn't kill bugs and or actively tries to catch and release them if they're in the house crawling around. If they've seen The Devil Wears Prada or Mean Girls, either of those movies, both, you're great. And if he has gay friends, if he's straight and has gay friends, these are all very 100%. Green flags to me.
Oh my God, Tommy has like almost all of those things.
Good for him. You got yourself a good man. Were there any that you disagree with?
No.
All right. Sweet.
I agree with all of those. And I think the sister one is such an important point, especially if he has a sister he's on good terms with.
Yes.
Because I feel like half of the reason that Tommy is not a toxic douchebag is because he had you, and like the way he treats, like the way he always talked about you and your mom is like, was such a very early green flag for me. I was like, oh wow, he's not a douchebag. Like
yes.
And I remember, I think some of the green flags that Tommy has now are my influence. Like when we met, he didn't really care for houseplants or nature or anything.
Mhm.
And like over time, especially like around COVID time,
Yeah.
is when he started getting so into it. Like he's like, oh, we should make the whole house full of plants. And he's like really
Aw.
into like pointing out flowers to me. And we
Mhm.
have like a book that we got on like how to forage mushrooms. And he's into like foraging. And
Ooh.
he doesn't like drink coffee as much anymore because the caffeine affects him, but he like
Yeah.
loves drinks, loves
Mhm.
matcha, loves like trying new coffee shops and like trying
Yes.
foods. And he's not afraid.
love
One of my
it.
green flags is when a man's not afraid to order like a girly cocktail at a bar.
Yes.
He's like, the fuck.
1,000%.
He'll order like the girliest fucking pink whatever. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. You know, there are some guys out there that are afraid to drink from a straw, eat a banana, or like eat a popsicle because they think it's gay
Dude,
to
you gotta
drink out
be
of a straw. I think you actually might be gay if you're scared.
Only gay people would, or either
Closet
like
gays.
extreme
Let me-
homophobes that are closeted, or like
Yes.
I don't even know how you think like that. I don't know how you think like, or I think I remember someone being like wearing a turtleneck is gay. I'm like, having your neck be warm is gay. Then call me a gay motherfucker. Like,
It's so strange. Yeah. The fear of being first off, no one is perceiving it as
Yeah.
gay. I can
No.
assure you. No one is perceiving it that way, but someone who is so afraid that they're avoiding things that they enjoy, I
Yes.
fear it might be because you're in the closet.
yeah,
And maybe you don't know it yet, or maybe you do and you're just projecting and making sure no one has any assumptions. Like
yeah.
I would
It's like
never look
avoiding
at a
the color
man.
pink.
Yes.
Oh my god,
I
tell
would
me you used to
never
wear so
look
much
at a
pink or
man
purple.
eating a banana and thinking he's gay. What?
No. I'd be like, wow, he chose a healthy snack. Green flag.
Wow,
Woohoo!
potassium. Good for you. Gay?
I don't know, dude. It actually makes me really sad that some boys grow up.
Mhm.
I saw this quote the other day. It was Jamila Jamil. She plays Tahani in that
Mhm.
show,
The
The
Good
Good Place. She went on a podcast and she was like, I feel like boys aren't raised to be men. They're just raised to not be girls. And that was such a good point. It's like, no, you
Yes.
can't play with a doll. That's what girls do. No, you can't like pink. That's what girls like. Not like this is how you should act as a man, which is to support and protect women and other men. Like it doesn't. And I just feel really sad for every little boy that was indoctrinated into this toxic idea that their only goal in life is to not be like a girl or
It's
like a
so
gay man.
Strange. Well, shifting back over to Love is Blind. We watched it. We watched the reunion, and man, you know who took me for a spin? Breezy or Bree.
Bree.
When they first showed her and Connor are still together and she was talking about him, I was like, wow, I really misjudged her. I really like her. I think she actually likes him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went on a girls trip with what was the other girl's name? Ashley and
Priyanka.
And Devontae.
Devontae.
And
Yeah.
Connor did not know Devontae
Devontae
was
on
on
the
that trip. So now I am back to being a Brie hater.
Well, I was really disappointed because I saw an interview that she did recently, like after the reunion aired, and someone was like, you guys seem so happy. And she's like, well, I'm not going to lie. I feel like all the good attention Connor's getting and all the bad attention I'm getting is really messing with me and like causing trouble for us. And I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. I'd be so happy if my man was getting positive, like,
Yeah.
whatever. And I would own how I acted. And I would say,
Yes.
listen, maybe the editing like
Mhm.
skewed negatively in my direction. But like, I don't know. It sometimes I feel like she's not getting the upper hand. And I think that's making her resent him because he is getting attention. But like, that's red flag for me then.
Yeah. It also felt like she was doubling down, trying to say what we did with Devontae was not at all inappropriate. But, and
that was not good girls code to
all.
Brittany.
Did we forget about girls code? You're telling me Brittany, who you consider a friend and is awesome, Devontae told you that him and Brittany are not together anymore, which wasn't true. But you're telling me you didn't
check in with her and be like, "Hey, I heard that you guys broke up. Like,
are you okay?"
Yeah.
And instead, you're hanging out with her. I do believe that there was no romantic feelings involved with her and Devontae at all.
No.
But like, what are you doing?
It's still deception. I don't like it.
And
it feels
even
shady.
though I don't like Ashley because she leans a certain way on the political spectrum.
MAGA
at
Barbie.
the very least, she apologized and acknowledged acknowledged that how her interactions with those people could be really bad. Like, at the very least, she apologized for it.
She took accountability.
Girl, yes. Whether it was real or not, like, at the end of the day, if you can look me in the eye and say you're sorry and you know that it's wrong and you shouldn't have gone about it that way, great. At the very least, you acknowledged it. Bree, on the other hand, is like, I am not the fucking villain in this. I didn't do anything bad. I didn't do anything wrong. Sorry if that's how you felt. I'm sorry if that's how you perceived it. Like, it's all like, I'm sorry if that's how it looked to you, even though that's not what happened at all. That's not an apology, by the way. If you say I'm sorry if that's how it made you feel, that's not an apology. That's a manipulation tactic.
Yeah,
okay?
100%. That's not taking any accountability. It's just saying like, well, I'm sorry that you took this in a way that it wasn't intended and it had nothing to do with my communication. It's like, well, obviously it did. How do we feel about so obviously we know that Alex kind of sucks and he doesn't seem to be someone that grew from his situation with Ashley. I think he never really liked her. I don't think she ever really liked him. I think she thought he was hot and that's about it. And I think that he needs to go to therapy and he has a lot of avoidant tendencies and he is an overcompensator. Like, I don't think he's as confident as he says, but he's good at convincing himself and convincing other people that he is. He probably has a lot of like damage from being abandoned as a child and like his upbringing and whatever. And I was really happy that Jess found someone and I was pumped about like the shout out he gave her, but it gave me an odd feeling. And I want to know if that guy gave you a weird feeling. The guy that's the
doctor?
Other doctor. Yeah. Because the way he talked about her, and then I saw them in an interview afterwards where he talked a lot. It's almost like he reminds me of someone that loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
And it gave me that vibe of like
he's doing an overperformance of it.
Overperformance, exactly. And he might actually feel that way about her, but it came off weird to me. Like,
I don't think I was paying enough attention that I caught that, but I can see that as it's almost like because she got done so dirty, he's kind of on the spotlight now where he has to sound like the most perfect human ever. But
it
to other people, it comes
a weird
off
feeling. Yeah.
I can see that. I didn't pay attention to it enough, but I can definitely see how like it's almost like, okay, are you just like coping right now?
Yeah.
Or are you
it
sounds like you're trying to make up for something. Like, you don't need to go. But if that's her love language and she's happy, then, you know.
He also was someone that I think has been trying to become an influencer this whole time. Like if you go to his Instagram, like he's been doing that for a while where he talks to a fake person. Like, you know that weird brand of influencer where they like pretend to talk to somebody, but it's like them talking at an angle to someone, but no one's there.
Yeah.
He does a lot of that. And so I'm like, is he an opportunist? I hope I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. I really hope for the sake of Jess, because I really love Jess. I was scared for a second that Jess was going to come after Jordan. Jordan and Amber's situation in itself was crazy to hear about. I want to reserve some of my judgments on that whole situation, knowing someone who has dealt with alcoholism for a long time. I'm not saying that's what she has, but it kind of sounds like that's what could have been described in that. So I'm going to refrain from talking about that. But when it went over to Jess, I was afraid that she was going to go in on Jordan and kind of turn into like this toxic girlhood, like I will stick up for a girl no matter what she's doing. But I actually really appreciated the way that she commented on how she felt about it. That and she loves. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and it made me feel good that like, oh, I think my assumption about him is correct then.
Yes.
That like maybe he's not perfect, maybe he's not like 100% mature, maybe he's not even ready to be a step parent. Yeah. But he's a good person, and they just, it wasn't the right time for them, and it wasn't the right situation. That's another thing,
dude. Can they stop bringing people on this show that have kids?
I think like why?
And then it felt like she was trying to like push this emotional, like, you've traumatized my daughter now because you didn't even say goodbye to her, or
that
like
felt so manipulative to me.
Oh
man.
My gosh, dude! Like
girl,
I'm sorry,
the only
but
reason your daughter's traumatized is you went on the show.
You did that to her, not him. And it's also crazy because that was one of his things. Like, I don't want to be with someone who has a child. So. And I don't know. Okay. Wait. I want to talk about, how do you feel about Emma and what was her Italiano man's name?
Isn't it Mike or something? Mike.
Something like that.
I think it's Mike.
About that whole, I'm not on, I think he's stupid, but I wanted to grab Emma by the fucking shoulders and shake her because she's the one that we talked about that doesn't have kids, or that is thinking about not wanting to have kids because she's scared of if she has any genetical if she has like any illnesses or sicknesses that could be hereditary and pass it down to her kids because she's adopted. And then when she talked about like maybe having kids with her family, her sisters were shocked, and her sisters seemed genuinely concerned about, whoa, this guy came into your life and now you're talking about maybe having kids. And so their whole story was they were both planning to say no, like 2 days before.
Says yes. Yeah.
And then she says yes. I think the way that she had said that by me saying yes, I thought you understood that meant I am going to have kids with you.
You know what it was? She wanted to come out with the upper hand. She wanted to come out as a victim in that situation. She wanted to make him into the bad guy, even though they had both agreed. And I kind of love that he didn't really entertain it much further. It sounds like he just broke it off and found somebody else. Mm-hmm. And I think there's no way she expected him to say yes, just because she knew he was going to say no. And so she said yes to be manipulative and to like lead the story in her favor, in my opinion.
Interesting. I didn't take it that way at all, but I can see your point of view on that. No, the way I took it was that maybe she was thinking about it. Like, okay, maybe we will have kids together. Or like that in that moment, she felt.
You think she was selling out like because she didn't want to lose him?
Yes. I think that's what it turned into. And the way that he kind of described it was, oh, you're probably going to change your mind. 2 days ago you said no, I don't think I'm going to have kids, so we were going to say no to each other. And now 2 days later you're saying yes, and she basically blindsided him with that. So now I can definitely see that being, I felt like it was wrong, but I didn't take it as a manipulation tactic,
I felt like it was.
I see it now. Yeah.
And I think also that there is no way that he was ever going to say yes anyway because of his family. Like, you can tell that he is so influenced by his mom and his dad.
Yeah.
And I know that if he would have said yes, they would have sabotaged the relationship, because I know that they were like, from the moment they met Emma, they were like, no. Mm-hmm. You could tell, like, his mom talked about like crying all the time and mourning and whatever and being fucking dramatic. And like, you could tell that was never going to be a thing between them. Yeah. And if the girl that he ends up with looks like a white Italian girl, and I just feel like in families like that, you're not going to ever break out of the mold on purpose.
Yeah.
I think he was, I think he did love her, but I think...
You think so?
I think he did. Yeah. I definitely think he loved her. I think if she was a yes on kids, they would have gotten married, like 100%.
Okay.
Even with like his family being kind of weird.
Okay.
I think they were already kind of like wary of her because she's Asian. I think they're kind of racist.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she said she wasn't sure about kids, they were like, oh, that's the thing we're going to latch on to. So we don't have to look racist.
Yeah.
But she says something like, oh, well, I'm adopted. My parents are white or whatever. And they were like, oh, good.
That's fucking weird.
Oh, man.
And then how did you feel about the MAGA Barbie, her very dramatic speech saying no at the altar?
Yeah, she's a dumb bitch and I don't like her. And you know what it is? That was I think she was like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. And everyone's going to be like, what a bad bitch. No, you looked fucking lame. I was embarrassed watching it.
Yes.
I was like, you really think you did something there, huh? He was going to reject you anyway.
I know.
And she was like, oh, well, there's no way I could have let him reject me first. That would have hurt too much. I'm like, girl, what? You came in with a fucking speech assassinating the fuck out of him.
For no reason. Look, I didn't like him either.
No.
And to me, he was red flags off the bat, off rip.
Yes.
Because he's tall and conventionally attractive. I feel like I feel like men who are tall and conventionally attractive, they get their way too easily so that they don't develop.
Yeah, they don't ever have to develop a personality because they have the two biggest positives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I already had a feeling, even though I did think he was really hot at first, and he had that like kind of cool, mysterious vibes in the pods, and then I don't know when he...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when he met her, I thought that he was very attracted to her at first, like,
because she's pretty.
She is pretty. I mean, they're both very good.
Like, if you're into blonde women and blue eyes, like she's
your thing.
Yeah, she's the picture
the it girl.
Yeah.
And so but then the way he was like talking, I was like, ugh, I don't like.
You're dangerous. You're so dangerous.
Like, you're
so dangerous.
Stop. Don't look at me with those eyes. I'm like, ew. Don't.
I cringed
like
so
that.
hard when he was like, well, then why didn't you fuck me then? That one time, I was like, ew. Like, that's not, I don't know. Even if that's language that you use like normally between a couple, like on camera, man, that sounded
on camera
cringe.
Is crazy.
Why did you fuck me then?
Sometimes I wonder if like people think they have to be right. They have to be thinking they know that it's gonna be filmed, and they probably go into it thinking, oh, it's gonna come off like real cool. Or
I think that was what Chris's problem was. I think he was delusional, and I think he was trying to turn into some sort of, maybe he was trying to be a villain, because sometimes on shows like that, villains do get like deals to go on other shows because they're drama.
I hate it. Yeah.
But the switch up with Chris was so fucking crazy to me.
I saw it.
And that morning that he broke up, that they broke up, why was he all beat up? He had like cuts on his face and like, bro, did you like fall into a bush? Like, what happened?
I did not like him. I know he looked insane. I didn't like him from the start. His reaction when Bree like cut it off with him in the pods was like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that first, and like, I'm actually glad that you're breaking up with me because that's what I was gonna do. And like, he just sounded very calculated to me when he was talking in the pod. I
tell you that I usually skip most of the pod episodes?
Oh.
I skip so many because they're so fucking boring. And I'm like, these people are bullshitting. They're lying. They're not even being... I think some people are probably genuine. But for the most part, you can tell they're crafting their own narrative very carefully.
Yes.
Like, if someone couldn't see me and I had to tell them, like, about myself in a very accurate way, I'd probably censor some things.
Of course, you want to give...
I'm also on fucking TV. You think I'm going to talk about all the crazy shit I did as a child, or like, I don't know.
That's really something I miss about like old reality TV shows, is there was no getting clout.
There was no getting clout. Like, they were just genuinely...
Yeah, season 1 and 2
Normal
of
people.
Vanderpump Rules, before like social media was so huge and you could make so much money off of it, then people were broke as shit. So it's not like they were trying to come off a certain way in these shows. That was
Jersey
just who
Shore,
they
do you
were.
remember?
Yes,
they were
they didn't
really
care.
those people. They were just those people, and they really were that insane, and they
I
didn't care.
love it. So you have these fake ass people on this show, like being fake as shit, and it's just it's or maybe people
cannot
are
believe
therapy.
that Jess and Chris ever became a match when he's so obviously a MAGA and she's so liberal. I'm like, what lies did he tell her? Like, did he make her think that he also was a liberal? Because she said it was her number one thing, and she went on an interview and said, like, that was my biggest thing. It was one of the first questions I asked, and I feel like he
that's interesting,
lied to me just to get close to me. And I'm like, why would you even, if you were someone who was super conservative and loved, the MAGA movement and whatever, and Andrew Tate and whatever, why would you want a woman that lives her life based on a totally different set of ideals?
Very loudly liberal too.
And the only thing I could think of was domination. Like him being like, well, I can tame her. Like, I can conquer her.
It's kind of scary though, because Jess seems like someone who has very strong intuitions and is very in tune with her own intuitions, and how she's just very educated. She's a doctor too.
Yes.
So the fact that someone like him could fool her is scary.
Scary. I know. Sometimes, like, if I ever have like a weird night where I'm like getting really paranoid, I'm like, oh my God, what if this whole time Tommy was lying about everything? Like, what would you fucking do if you found out this whole time that Khalil was not who you thought you were? I don't even know how you recover from something like that after so many years. Like,
well, if you guys have any interesting stories that you guys want to share and you want us to talk about on the podcast, remember we have our Google submissions, Tea Time with Chloe and Dova, where everything is anonymous, unless you don't want it to be and you tell us who you are. But
it's anonymous.
It's anonymous.
We don't know who you are.
And, if you guys have any weird green flags or any oddly specific red flags that you want to talk about, post them down in the comments.
And if you disagree with the ones that we said, please also post them.
Yeah, sorry for my Charizard
and
lovers
if you wear
out there.
Sperry's, you're okay. Okay?
No, you're not. In this day and age, no, you're not.
What if they're just really economical and they just are like,
have fun drinking your IPAs, you toxic fucking bitch.
For legal purposes, this is a joke. It's not.
Love you
Not
guys.
a joke. Bye.
Bye. Until next time, keep your alter egos alive.